All right, welcome in. AJ, let's talk sports. Sorry we skipped last week. I want to just thank everybody, my new subscribers. We're trying to push 400, trying to get to 500, and then trying to become monetized. I just want to thank everybody out there that has subscribed. Love you guys. And we're going to get into Ohio State versus Penn State, one of the biggest games of Ohio State's schedule this season. And at the end, November 25th, we all know the game, which is going to be the game ever after this year. I mean, of course, we're going to play Michigan next season in the next couple of years, but it's not going to be the last game of the season. So let's get into Penn State. The Drew Aller quarterback looking really good for Penn State, but luckily we are at home. So here's some top headlines here. Denzel Burke is out versus Penn State, and then Trevion Henderson and Emeka Egbuka is questionable. And I have watched a little bit here to take note. Ohio State initially listed Trevion Henderson as out for the game, but they did update his status to questionable as a game time decision, as Coach Day said. So Ohio State's corner, the lockdown corner, won't play against Penn State. But here's some notables that are out. Denzel Burke, he is out. Nolan Baldo, TC Caffey, Kylan Gray, Zach Herbstreit, Kirky's son is out for tight end. Joe Royer, Will Smith Jr. is out. Reese Stocksdale and Court Williams II, the linebacker. They're all out. And then Egbuka and Henderson are as questionable. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up before game time. We're only a couple hours away from kickoff against Penn State Nittany Lions, and Chip Tatum will be probably playing. Mayan Williams, who missed the game with an injury of his own, are both available against the Nittany Lions. So Mayan Williams is in. Chip Trainum is in. So they're going to be switching them in the backfield as Kyle McCord gets them ready in the passing game. So there's a lot of things going on here, but they're both undefeated in the Big Ten. And the Big Ten East is probably this is going to be on Fox. Ohio State's favored by 4.5, by the way, at big noon kickoff. They're in Columbus right now as we speak. Everybody's in Columbus for this big game. The college game day, everybody. Lee Corso's out there. What up, bro? Kirky's out there. What's up, Kirky? Say hi to baby. I love you guys. All right. So Drew Aller's at 1,254 yards passing. He has 0 INTs so far this year, which is a perfect score for Drew Aller, this newbie, and versus Kyle McCord as a first-year starter as well. But he's 11-1, so he's pretty much almost perfect. Trevion Henderson pushing 300 yards so far. Marvin Harrison Jr. at 600 with 5 touchdowns. You can get tickets at Ohio Stadium today if you hurry up on Vivid Seats at $139 for some tickets. But Ohio State's defense, the rush defense in perspective here, 154.3 yards for the passing, but 109 yards allowed and rushing at 263.5 yards. But Ohio State Buckeyes are in the top 10 in the defense, but Penn State's defense is way better than ours statistically at 193.7 yards allowed, and they're only allowing 72.5 rushing yards a game, 72.5, which is tough because Chip Trainum and that O-line with Mayan Williams is going to have to bulldoze like a bowling ball to get through that defensive line. So hopefully that Ohio State's O-line will start doing some damage, and they got to show toughness. 57 degrees, partly cloudy. 45 the over-under. This is according to Caesar Sportsbook. Ohio State favored by 4.5. All right. So Joe Klatt's awesome. I love Joe Klatt. But according to what is this video here? The college football implications of Penn State and Ohio State has Ohio State at number 2, 2023 All-State Playoff Predictor. That's kind of crazy. They have Ohio State at 56%, but if we lose, we will drop tremendously, and I don't think we'll be in it. If we lose to Penn State, I don't know if we'll make the college football playoffs. So let's look at what Coach Day has said. The Buckeyes' identity isn't fully formed yet, so Coach Day says this: I don't know if I have a good feel for who we are as a team, but now it's time to go play again in a matchup again in a game again. I think we've certainly learned a little bit about the quarterback. We've learned a little bit about some of the guys who we didn't know early in the season, but we have the pen to go write the script of what the season is going to look like, and that's what really matters. That's what Coach Day said. But Penn State is on will try to end a 6-game snide against the Buckeyes, and they're on a 6-game winning streak myself. But statistically, the Lions have the best defense in the land, like I told you. And then Ohio State is ranked in the top 10. Notable wins: Ohio State beat number 9 Notre Dame at the time, 17-14. We all know that one. Last game run by Trainum to win it off. The game-winning rush touchdown. Penn State beat the number 24, then Iowa 31-0. And that's crazy. And then the Drew Aller, Kyle McCord thing. Ohio State has won the last 6 games in the series after a 24-21 Penn State win back in 2016. Let's see. The Buckeyes overcame fourth quarter deficits to win a single point in 2017 and 2018, and came from behind to win in 2021. So let's see. Check this out. Last year, Ohio State defensive end JT Tuimoloau had a day most defensive players can only dream of. He had an interception against Sean Clifford twice. He had a 1 pick six. He had 2 sacks, caused a recovery and a fumble, and tipped a pass for another takeaway. Buckeyes won 44-31 in State College. This was last year. And we just talked about the running backs that are hurt, but Trevion Henderson is a game time decision. Mayan Williams will be playing. Chip Trainum is in. And then second year back Dallin Hayden could be playing as well. So there is some notables right there. The Nittany Lions are at the top of the nation in defensive. Averaging 193.7 yards a game. We already talked about that. Their efficiency, number 1 in pass defense, 121.2. Their pass efficiency in defense, 80.73. And their completion percentage, 49.1. First downs allowed, 67. Sacks per game, 4.5. And the red zone attempts, 7. So there's some stats and facts for you guys for the game. As for me, to who I'm going to pick, obviously, Ohio State over Penn State on over-under. But do I think that they will cover? And I do not know. They're supposed to be favored by 4.5 according to Caesar Sportsbook. 4.5 points. Give me Ohio. So I'm just changing it up right now because I wanted 31. I was going to do 31, 28, something like that. It's going to be. It might be a high-scoring game, but it could also be a low-scoring. So I don't want to contradict myself. I'm going high-scoring. Screw it. High-scoring. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to go off with over 150 passing yards, or 150 yards receiving. Kyle McCord is going to have over 300 passing yards, and Chip Trainum and Mayan Williams are going to be battling back and forth in the backfield. They're each going to have probably at most 100 rushing yards. Let's see. 35-28. Ohio State Buckeyes in the shoe. Love you guys. God bless. Tip your waitress.